Well, howdy, everybody. Teresa here, and
Bug-killing Brad.
Bug-killing Brad is on the hunt right now. He's hunting him down, a big old wasp that's in this motorhome. We had one that got up in a light fixture. Brad solved that one. He put it was a little hole in the light fixture right where the heat of the bulb is. So all of them are like that, where it kind of burned out or whatever. Anyway, there was this hole, so this wasp, and it's a big old one, got stuck up in there. He put a piece of clear tape over the hole so it couldn't get back out. Ooh, it was mad. I think it finally died. Oh no. Every time we think it's dead, and this was last night he did this, and it moved some. Some bugs are resilient, man.
Yes, they are.
That's the only thing that taking some adjusting, and even on Brad's part, is the size of the bug, which we knew they were going to be big, but yeah, you know, but we're handling it.
Yeah.
You know, he saw bigger in Hawaii. Right, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if you're not staying in a resort, you're not just vacationing there, you're going to see the actual real bugs, because they're not going to spray all the time for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is June 14th, 2016, Tuesday afternoon. It is 1:07 p.m. and my hair is wet and everything, because Brad had the great idea about 11 o'clock. He said, let's go swimming. So we hot-footed over there and went swimming for about a little over an hour. The water felt so good. It was so nice and warm and stuff, and we had the pool to ourselves, you know. And here you don't have to wear swimsuits, so we just swam in our shorts and a shirt, and that was very nice, right, honey?
When you said we don't have to wear swimsuits, kind of sounded like you were skinny.
Yeah, and I didn't know that the breasticles could be so perky again. Now, they hadn't been that perky since I was about 18 years old. Brad, even he's like, oh yeah, those are, you know, because when God made me, he didn't cheat me out of any breasticles. In fact, he overindulged, and they were high and proud. Right, hon? So anyway, yesterday. Oh wait, the weather. Oh, Brad, I almost forgot the weather.
Don't forget the weather.
Okay, Heather.
Weather.
It is 89 degrees. Real feel temperature is 104. High will be 91. Low will be 77. So that's the weather right now. And I'm not going to complain about the heat, because it will do no good. And everybody else is already complaining about the heat everywhere, across the board, everywhere in the United States. It is very hot. It is very humid. Even where we came from, they were showing pictures and stuff of how high the river is, and all the heavy rains they've been getting, the high temperatures. It's just the way it is. Global warming, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yesterday, after I left you guys, I don't remember if we'd already taken a nap or hadn't taken a nap when I made the video, but we took a nap. And then Brad made fried rice. He used some smoked turkey kielbasa. It was very good, and made fried rice with that and peas in it. Then I worked for a really long time. I had to do a bunch of business paperwork. It's not really paperwork these days. This day and age, we all know it's all on the internet. But I had to do a lot of that. For those of you that have been looking at my Etsy, or might be looking at my Etsy, or been thinking about maybe looking at my Etsy,
Down.
I did finally get my PayPal linked up with our. Even though we don't do bank, we do. I guess it's an online banking, and we have a debit card through that. Did get that rehooked up with PayPal. Also, I got direct checkout. Checkout. I'm sorry, the dog's going a little crazy right now. What now? But I got that going again on Etsy. So now you can do direct checkout, or you can do PayPal. You know, those will be the two forms that I take of payment on Etsy. So I'm sorry for any inconvenience that caused anybody, but you know, it takes time to get reestablished. It's not even a full 2 months that we've been here. So, you know, it takes a little while to get reestablished, get your bearing, you know, be a place long enough to, you know, find out stuff. Like we didn't know that our online debit card, that, you know, we reload, that it could be used like you would a checking account to link these things. I'm gonna wait till Brad gets the dog outside. It's just really distracting. I know it's not your fault. If the dog decides she wants out now. And we don't want to discourage that because she never goes to the bathroom in the house. But yeah, that schnauzer, giant schnauzer wanted out. She went out now. So anyway, I got that rehooked up, and as usual, the link is below for my Etsy shop. Brad will be, and I put this on Facebook. He will be making some jewelry this week, and I will be posting some of that. We're gonna go for it. You know, I had to upgrade some accounts with my PayPal and stuff, and do a bunch of filing for the tax ID numbers and all of that. So, you know, we're gonna go for it with this business. So, if you're thinking about ordering, you know, some of the stuff that we offer might make nice little gifts. You know, like I said, I will be having some more painting that going to be working on today. Some more painting, and also going to be working on some more knitwear. Brad will be working on some jewelry stuff. And then later on, I think he plans on doing some birdhouses and stuff. And then I will paint those. So all of that going well. You know, so, you know, help support your small business owners. Because, you know, we put our heart and soul, you know, into this. And unlike some people that I know on the internet, I'm not begging my friends to give me supplies so I can start a business, and then acting like, oh, I couldn't give out any samples or ever send anything for free to anybody because I'm trying to make a living. You know, and I've seen that done. It's called e-begging, and you know, some of these people, they'll beg for stuff like, let's say, they'll beg for stuff to maybe make, let's say, to make some kind of craft. People send them this stuff, whether it's clay or it's soap making stuff or jewelry making stuff, and then they'll turn around, you know, and they'll make stuff and they'll sell it, but then they never want to pay it forward and like give any samples away or anything like that. So, besides that, you know, like I said, we're both working really hard to make some extra money to, you know, make ends meet. But still working on filing paperwork for our insurance. We can get that going. Today, like I said, we went swimming. I always feel so good. I love the way you feel so weightless in the pool. And then I was doing some leg exercises, and I was doing my leg out to the side. All of a sudden, I felt and heard my hip pop, my left hip. It doesn't hurt now or anything, and it was hurting. My right hip was hurting. I wonder if my left hip was kind of out of whack somehow, because, you know, I even told my husband, I said, yeah, wow, I felt and heard that, and But yeah, it feels fine now, hon.
Good.
So hopefully
Good.
that helped. We sure had fun in the pool.
Come on, next month.
Didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we always. We've been messing around, playing in the water ever since we met each other. Whether it was because for a long time we lived in an apartment complex that had a pool. Not as nice as this one or anything. It was basically kind of for kids and stuff. But we had a lot of fun in it. And, water fights with water guns, hoses, spray bottles, cups of water.
I think the deep end of that pool was like 4 feet.
Yeah, at this apartment complex we lived in.
But
we sure spent every summer that the kids and I, Brad would have to be at work. He would come out once in a while, but he was usually at work or sleeping. We would spend all day at that pool, which wasn't very far from our apartment, and we were on the second floor, so but yeah, every day we'd and then we'd break to come in and go to the bathroom, and break to come in and eat lunch and stuff, and then go back out.
Yep.
So besides that, like I said, Brad's got some business paperwork to do for the insurance and stuff. He did get the stabilizing jacks. All of a sudden, the front of the RV started really shimming, and what must have happened with it, it really rained the other night hard. A couple of nights ago, and then he said the front jacks were not even touching the RV because it had sunk down enough. So he got those going, and then he did put a coat way up at the top of our awning. This is the original awning, and it's older. You can see little hairline cracks in the fabric, And so he got some of that. What's it called?
It's
Flex Seal or something?
Flex Seal, yeah.
Flex Seal, you can use it on stuff like awnings and stuff. And
it's the Rust-Oleum brand of that stuff that you see on TV.
Yeah.
It's about half the price.
Yeah, it's about half the price. This is about $10 a can. And it's much, much cheaper. And so he did, we read the instructions, and, he did a light coat yesterday. Now he can do a heavier coat today. To extend the life of it so you don't have to replace the awning. And then I don't remember what else he has to do.
That's the biggest things I can think of.
Yeah, I don't remember what else you were gonna do. You're gonna try to see if you could hang my seashell wind chime up a little bit higher. Other than that, I almost have some tomatoes ripe. I got 5 or 6 tomatoes that are nice size, and they're almost all the way ripe, so I'm excited about that. I'm still looking in this area for something. Back in Wyoming, we had a program called Bountiful Baskets, and there's a lot of the states that have it, like even Georgia and stuff have it, all over, but Florida doesn't, sadly. Because that's where you can get a lot of nice produce baskets. You can get a lot of nice bread products, tortillas. Now if you have Bountiful Baskets, look it up. It's called Bountiful Baskets. Look it up on Google, and it'll give you a site map of the states and then even the county. And what you do is you order and you pay, online, and then you go pick it up at a certain determined time. And boy, they used to have some wonderful tortillas.
Yeah.
Homemade tortillas and stuff. We haven't made ours yet. We just been kind of busy. I did make brownies last night, and then I put some chocolate chips and coconut stuff in it. It was good, and then Brad put some sugar-free chocolate frosting on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a small pan. We buy just the little pouches of brownies. That's Brad getting in the ice maker.
Sorry.
Any noise you hear is probably Brad. Right?
Yeah.
Wow, honey.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Are you going to beat me later?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I beat you in the pool.
Yes, you did.
Hurry up. I'm trying to make a vlog. Okay, that's enough ice.
Okay.
Dang. Wow. You know, you ever have those children that just can't be left?
Sorry. Didn't mean to. I hope I'm not interrupting. I'm glad you can't look up my nose.
You know, those children that can't be left unsupervised because they need attention constantly? That would be my husband. I don't know how many times I'm trying to do something on the computer, business-wise or something, or answer a customer question, and he wants attention like right now, and I'm like, I'm busy right now. And he looks at me like I got 12 heads, like, how could you be busy? Right? And you're going to sit back down in a minute, aren't you?
Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Wow! He was not right in the head.
No, I thought that was pretty much a given.
Yeah. So, what a weirdo. I didn't sleep real hot last night. I told my husband, I almost got back up and did some artwork because I couldn't sleep. And I was trying to make myself go to bed a little sooner. No, so, he goes, well, why didn't you? And it's like, well, I didn't want to bother him. He's like, no, you wouldn't have. So, there's one thing I wanted to say about, today's topic is, embrace your uniqueness or weirdness, whatever you want to call it. You know, and don't compete with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people seem to think that they need to be the very best at everything, and they need to kind of compete with everybody. You know, that they could do this better, or they could do that. My mother has always been that way. She always needs to be the best at everything and win at everything, and I'm all for being the best you can be, but you know, she views everything as everybody else is stupid. She knows everything, you know. Everybody else is always wrong. I really dislike people that think they always know everything, and that they're always right on everything, and that you know, whatever their beliefs are, it's got to be the only belief. And it's like we're all individuals. We all have our own beliefs. I tried all my life to conform to normal society, whatever the hell that is. Right, people? You can't conform to something you're just not able to do. I'm me. I march to a different drummer than most people. My viewpoint and my outlook on life is very different from a lot of people because of, I don't know, you can have any number of things. The Asperger's, how I was raised, my artistic eye and how I see things in the world. I don't know. Brad finds it refreshing because a lot of times it'll be an outlook that he never even thought of. You know, some of my other friends find it very endearing also, and I'm sure some of my friends, even though they don't say so, think I'm full of shit. And sometimes I probably am. We can all be full of shit sometimes. Sometimes one of my friends will tell me one of their opinions on something, and I'm like, okay, we'll agree to disagree. And because if I'm lucky, I'm right about half the time, because I never wanted to be one of these people that is right about everything. You know, and you know, they're above reproach, and they never have done anything wrong, and their way is the only way. I've never wanted to be that way, because sometimes if I'm listening to somebody talk and I may not even respond right then, sometimes even my husband will think that I'm not hearing what he's saying. And I am. I'm digesting. Or like when a doctor's talking to you. I digest everything they say. I take it back with me. Then I kind of sit and I think about it and I sort it out. I kind of compartmentalize this and this and this. And then I decide what is best for me. Because I feel like when a doctor is telling you stuff, he is giving you his professional opinion, his years of schooling, all of that, but also he doesn't know my body and he doesn't know me. So, you know, the doctor can tell me to do 20 different things, but maybe I only can do 15. You know, and if in my heart of heart I think that doctor is wrong, I'm going to go get another opinion. I've many times fired a doctor or gotten another, you know, opinion and stuff. I mean, I think we all should. But no, I'm not going to compete with anybody on any realm, whether it's the artwork, because everybody's artwork is different and everybody's eye is different. So one person may look at my painting and hate it, and the next person may look at my painting and love it, and another person may look at it and go, you know, and I'm the same way. That's why there's so many different styles of artwork. Each artist is different. You learn this when you're going to school and stuff. You know, I know there were a lot of students that always thought they were competing with me, and I never was competing with anybody. I was just sitting and doing what I love. You know, another thing I've learned is to not sit there when somebody is telling you about a journey they're on or something they're going through. The worst thing you can go is, oh, I know. Oh, I know what you mean. Oh, I know how that feels. No, I might say I know how it feels to a degree. But no, I don't know exactly what you mean, because even if I went through it 10 years ago, doesn't mean I'm going through it right now. Or, you know, to equate what we're going through a major life change right now. And I know some of my friends kind of wonder why I'm not talking as much or sharing as much. We're going through a lot of major change in our life. This is probably the last major change besides the death of one of us that we will go through. Or if we had terminal cancer or something. You know, it's very different down here. It's a very, very different lifestyle than what we're accustomed to. Things go to my... There's that wasp again in that curtain. Can you try to kill it, please?
I've been waiting.
He comes in and out of that curtain.
I know.
Anyway, it's a big wasp, too.
I think it's a flying ant.
Or whatever it is.
I know.
We'll determine what it is after it's dead.
Okay.
But, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Talking about how different everybody is.
When you kind of shut somebody down when they're trying to tell you what their life is like, or maybe what they're going through, because maybe they've sat and listened to you go on about whatever's going on in your life, you kind of are making them feel less than. That whatever they're going through is not important, that whatever they're going through and changes in their life or just a normal day life is not important when you do the, oh, I know. It's like, well, unless you're in my shoes, you really don't know. It's like me saying, you know, if I have a friend who's having trouble with one of their children, oh, I know. Because my children are raised and I went through my own stuff with my kids. Well, I know to a degree, but not exactly, because I'm not you, and that wasn't my child, and that was years ago too. And we get two people who go through the same exact thing and feel differently and have different viewpoints on it. But, you know, sometimes somebody needs to just listen to have you listen to them tell you about them. Like they've listened to you tell about what you're going through in your life. And it's really hard when I find somebody who I feel like isn't listening, or they're just kind of negating, you know, poo-pooing off anything I say. I clam up. I don't say another thing. You know, because I'm like, I'm not going to waste my breath, you know. I learned that. You can either talk to people or talk at them. And a lot of people just talk, like right now I'm talking at you guys. I'm not actually talking to you. And if we were on the phone and I was talking this way, you would feel like, Jesus, this is very one-sided. You know. I go through that a lot, you know, and it's like, you know, you gotta let the other person respond. You know, you don't want that person to have to kind of interject and walk over the top of your words because you're not giving them a chance to say anything. You know, like I said, but you know, when I get real quiet and stuff and I quit sharing stuff, it's because I don't feel like I'm being heard. I don't feel like I'm being given a chance to tell you about what my life is like. You know, what we're going through. This is a major change. What I was going to say is the lifestyle is very different. It's very relaxed. It's very slow paced. People aren't near judgmental. Yes, it's more of a summer resort. This area is known for that. You know, because if anything, this area is a little bit cooler than the rest of Florida. You know, because of where it lays and stuff. Part of the reason we picked it. But, you know, people dress for comfort. They don't dress for fashion. You know, which we fit right in. You know, but it's taken some adjustment. You know, even for us being from Wyoming and stuff, you know, it was faster paced where we were from. You know, so, but it's got its good point too, and we're happy we're here. Right, honey?
Yep.
What do you got to say? You know, you have people you're friends with that just kind of talk at you.
I had a friend. I thought we were good friends.
Yeah.
And I really had to back way off.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time I tried to say something to him, he ran over the top of me.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't give me a chance, you know, to say what was on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's been 2 or 3 years since this has happened, probably even longer than that. No, it's probably been closer to 4 years. And right now we're just getting to a point where...
Yeah, but you still have to fight to really tell him anything, because, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and I mean, or if you wait till the end of the conversation, you finally ask that person anything about them. It's like, really? Do you not think... You gotta realize that person has stuff going on in their life, too. You know, we all have stuff going on in our life. I don't care if you think that person, I think maybe people think, they're retired. They're just nothing going on. No, well, we retired at an early age. My husband's only 56. He retired when he was 50 because he'd worked 34 years in that grocery store since he was 16. And that he was able to retire, but he's been working since then. You know, and yeah, we made this major life change. We had to because of health reasons. You know, his back feels quite a bit better here. But, you know, so we're young for being retired. And, it's a major change. You know, you have one idyllic picture in mind of what this new place is going to be like. And then you come here and things are different. Some things are better. Some things are a complete surprise, good and bad. There are some things where obviously the website's information were a couple of years old. So stuff is no longer here that was supposed to be here. But then, you know, we're Googling and finding different things and better options and all of that. So, you know, it's all good. And like I said, every day we're outside first thing in the morning. Well, morning for us. Because I don't have any set hours. I work. I always have. I don't have to get up early in the morning or go to bed early now. Because I did that all this time. You know, it wasn't until about the last year my husband worked that I even didn't get up with him in the morning. Before that, I always did.
Well, it didn't make any sense to me for you to get up at the butt crack of dawn. Yeah,
especially when I stay up later. But, you know, it's like that for years. He worked all different shifts. He worked night shifts, day shifts, you know, in between shifts. So I was the one that had the steady schedule with the girls and everything. But now I don't have to. And I don't. I work late at night. And I mean, I kind of work for a few hours and take a quick nap. Work for a few hours, take a quick nap. It's just how I work best. It's what my body likes to naturally do. Brad's a little bit different. He likes to go to bed a few hours earlier than I do. Get up a few hours earlier than I do. I think, too, you know, I think he kind of likes getting up early in the morning and having that alone time. Which I'm not offended about at all, because when he goes to sleep at night, I kind of like that alone time, too. You know, because it's just your time. Right, hon?
Yeah.
He's keeping an eye out for the flying ant.
I think I crushed him in the car.
I hope so. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Like I said, you gotta listen with an open mind and an open heart, and realize that sometimes you learn more listening than just talking. You know, and it's got to be a two-way street. You know, that's all. It's got to be a two-way street, and you even have to work on it in any relationship anywhere. Brad and I have to work on it, because sometimes one of us will get where we are kind of running over the top or being impatient with the other. Both of us, not just him. Me too. You know.
Can I interject a quick thing?
Yes.
One of the things one of my former bosses used to say all the time, and we used to make fun of him a lot, is he said, that's why you have two ears and one mouth, because you should be listening more than you should be.
Yep. But it's true. It's true, though. You know. And I guess being more of an empath person, I have tended to sit and listen to people more than talk. I have to feel really, really comfortable and close with you to even share anything much about my personal life, because I still don't share a lot with you guys. I share some stuff, but you know, a lot of it, you know, the only person I really share everything with is my husband. You know, there's just, I don't share much with anybody else, you know. That's just the way I am. You know, I might share a little bit here and there, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you guys got anything planned for today? This Tuesday. Kids are out of school now, most everywhere, which is cool. You know, my grandkids, the two of my grandkids, be leaving for Bible, aren't they? Yeah.
Church youth camp.
Church youth camp. So they'll have fun there.
Oh yeah.
They always do. They'll have fun going swimming and going hiking and learning a lot of wonderful stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here, and remember that I love you guys, and we cherish your friendship, and I do really cherish each and every one of you. Especially I want to give a shout out to No Guts, No Glory. If you guys haven't ever checked out her channel, please do. She's a great friend of mine and a fellow YouTuber, and she keeps it real. She's usually in a great mood, even though she's got a lot of different medical stuff going on. You wouldn't know it half the time. So, I hope everybody has a great day, and I think you're awesome, and we will talk to you later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye.